The journey of the perfect
Field crates are designed
Inside the vacuum kettle.
Liquid sugar is pumped in from the
The journey of the perfect jar of jam begins here, in the cool air of the morning, when the strawberry sugar content is at its peak. The journey of the perfect jar of jam begins here, in the cool air of the morning, when the strawberry sugar content is at its peak.
Field crates are designed for ventilation, keeping the fruit cool and intact as it waits to be consolidated for transport.
Speed is essential. Once picked, the enzymatic clock starts ticking, so the fruit must move from the plant to the truck in minutes.
With the truck fully loaded, the race against the heat begins, transporting the raw harvest to the factory before the sun gets too high. Arrival at the facility marks the handover from agricultural chaos to industrial precision, where every shipment is logged. Precision starts at the gate. The gross weight is recorded to calculate the exact yield of fruit pulp available for the day's batch. Electric forklifts are used exclusively in the unloading zone to prevent exhaust fumes from contaminating the porous fruit skin. While fruit is the heart of the product, the facility is powered by massive reserves of liquid sugar, stored in external silos. Street clothes are covered, and hair is restrained, and human contamination is the single biggest risk in the production of shelf-stable preserves. The high care zone is protected by a mandatory sanitation gauntlet, ensuring no outside debris or bacteria travels in on boots or hands. A final air shower removes microscopic lint and dust, serving as the last barrier between the outside world and the open jam cooking lines. Inside, the environment is a symphony of stainless steel and steam, designed to process tons of fruit while maintaining surgical cleanliness.
To prevent bruising the delicate flesh, the fruit is unloaded directly into a water flume, using buoyancy as a cushion. An aeration tank acts like a gentle jacuzzi, using air bubbles to scrub away soil and grit, without physical abrasion.
Specialized rollers orient the fruit and pinch off the green calyx, a crucial step to ensure no bitterness enters the jam batch.
A final freshwater rinse ensures the fruit is pristine, removing any residual debris before it meets the electronic eyes.
The last line of defense is the human eye, ensuring that only the most flawless strawberries proceed to the cooking kettles.
The fruit is coarsely crushed rather than pureed, preserving those signature chunks of real strawberry that define a premium preserve.
Inside the vacuum kettle, the fruit meets its preserver. The environment is sealed to allow boiling at lower temperatures, protecting the flavor.
Liquid sugar is pumped in from the external silos, creating the precise high-sugar environment needed to stop bacterial growth naturally.
Pectin, a natural gelling agent derived from citrus peels, is added to give the jam its spreadable structure once it cools. Vacuum technology allows the mixture to boil at just 60 degrees Celsius, evaporating excess water without cooking away the fresh strawberry taste.
When the sugar concentration reaches exactly 65 bricks, the batch is legally jam, and the cooking process is stopped instantly. Once the cook is complete, the batch is released into a holding system, transitioning from a batch process to a continuous flow.
Agitators keep the fruit pieces suspended in the gel matrix, ensuring that the first jar filled has just as much fruit as the last.
Before reaching the filler, the product passes through a pipeline metal detector, a critical safety checkpoint for any rogue machinery fragments.
A final heat exchanger maintains the temperature at 85 degrees Celsius, ensuring the jam remains sterile for the hot fill process.
Inline sensors constantly monitor the viscosity, ensuring the pectin has reacted correctly before the product is committed to the jar. Gravity takes over for the final leg of the journey, feeding the hot, sterile preserve directly into the filling bowl. Before filling, every jar is inverted and scoured with high-pressure air, ensuring a sterile vessel for the hot preserve. Volumetric piston fillers deposit the exact gram weight of product, handling the large fruit chunks without crushing them. A critical blast of steam displaces the air inside the headspace just before capping, creating a vacuum as it cools.
The caps are torqued down while the steam is still hot. As it condenses, it pulls the famous safety button down, sealing the jar hermetically.
The filling process can be messy, so every jar undergoes an exterior hot water wash to ensure the label will stick perfectly.
Finally, the hot jam enters a progressive cooling tunnel, where the temperature is lowered gently to allow the pectin network to set into a gel.
After 30 minutes of gradual cooling, the pectin structure locks in, and the liquid officially becomes a set jelly. Before labeling, powerful air knives shear away every droplet of moisture, creating the perfect dry surface for adhesive application. Laser profilers measure the deflection of the safety button. Any jar without a perfect vacuum seal is instantly removed from the line.
High-speed rotary labelers apply the brand identity, smoothing the paper perfectly over the glass at a rate of 500 jars per minute. Traceability is permanent. A laser etches the production time and expiry date directly into the metal, ensuring it can never be rubbed off.
The final guardian is an X-ray scanner, peering through the glass to guarantee that no foreign objects have found their way into the product.
While automation handles the volume, random samples are pulled every hour to undergo a rigorous battery of physical and chemical tests. The first test is acoustic. The audible pop confirms the vacuum seal remains intact, guaranteeing the product is sterile and airtight.
Texture is critical. Machines measure the gel strength to ensure the jam is spreadable but firm enough to hold the fruit chunks in suspension.
Visual inspection confirms the fruit ratio, ensuring the consumer gets the signature chunks of strawberry promised on the label.
Precise acidity and sugar levels are verified one last time, and if the pH is off even slightly, the gel structure could collapse over time. Every batch has a twin kept in the incubator for the product's entire shelf life, ensuring the factory can trace quality years into the future.
The loose jars are consolidated into trays and shrink-wrapped, creating a sturdy transport unit ready for the rigors of shipping. Heavy-lift robotics take over the physical labor, building perfect, interlocking layers on the pallet to prevent shifting during transit. A final layer of high-tension stretch wrap stabilizes the load, locking the cases together for the journey to the supermarket.
The finished jam enters the high bay storage, a cathedral of inventory, where it awaits the final call for global distribution.
And this is how modern factories produce strawberry jam from start to finish.
From the muddy field to the breakfast table, technology preserves the taste of summer for the whole year round.